Okay. All right. Welcome back. We are back. And for those of you watching the VOD or the stream archive, I wish you could have made it, but I hope you're having a great day as well. And glad to see you here as well. Now, let us get back and straight into the news. Straight into the news. Welcome back, Lee. What's going on? Okay. Othello is excited about being the third person in. You know what? I'm excited about it as well. So that is just great. I am very, very excited about that. Lee and Othello are very, very excited to be in here. Lee is doing nothing much. That is good. And I'm excited to have you all here as well. I'm excited to be back, you know? Really, honestly, I've been looking forward to it. Looking forward to it all day. And we are back at a good time. That is even better. Even better. Remy, welcome back. Remy's been gone for a little bit too, although Remy did pop in during one of my streams a few days ago, but left, I believe. Popped in really quick, so at least she did say hello. But it's good to have Remy back officially right at the beginning of a stream. And again, to be fair, guys, a lot of you aren't going to be able to be here on nights when I start the frickin' stream at what, 12, 1, not 12, because it's already what, 30 of 12, but it's like it's been like 1 a.m. a lot of days. Hi. It's been like 1 a.m. a lot of days. So that's just kind of late. Most people are sleeping by that time. You've been decorating and ill. Yes. Yes. What kind of illness do you have? Othello was ill. During one day, anyway. But it was more of an acute illness, just food poisoning. So have you had the flu? Have you had a cold? What have you been dealing with? Lee is excited for surgery. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah. I'm not surprised, Othello. I'm really, really not. Well, I am on standby. We will find out at some point what Remy's been dealing with as far as illnesses go. But yes. It's so funny. Sometimes the stream will just like do something weird for me at times. Like first it will show me that all of you are here, and then it will say none of you were here. Just randomly. And then it'll come back and say everybody's here again. Really strange. So anyway, we've got time. It's so great. We actually have time tonight, folks. It's amazing. Amazing. It is keeping me on my toes. There's good old Ivy. She's there. She's making her nightly appearance. Hello. You saying hello? Yeah. She is. She does. She says, "This is the shelf where, when you guys send Jackson stuff, I will sit up next to the stuff that is put on this shelf and displayed there when you send it to him, along with the books." Exactly, Remy. Kitty, indeed. I don't have a set date for TikTok. I will be back when I'm caught up. Not too much left to catch up on, I suppose. But at the same time, there is, I don't know. I don't have like a set date or anything. Well, you would think that Snacks for Ivy is like the move, and I agree. I would think the same thing. What's going on, Maria? Welcome back. Welcome back, Maria, my beautiful Prime sub, along with Othella as well. Another beautiful Prime sub. We are definitely looking back to doing some TikTok stuff as well as soon as I can, but I just don't know when. Exactly, Rem. It's a great excuse to always a great excuse to do a sub if the ads bother you so much, and especially the Amazon Prime sub that's free. But they can be pesky. I mean, I think it's like, I don't know, I think 1 or 2 an hour or something. But it's annoying, but again, like, keep in mind that it does support me. Like, ad rev from the streams do go to me. Not all of it, obviously, but some of it. So it's helpful to me, big time. It's hard to do the streams without any support at all, and so, like, really hard. So it is it's helpful to have the ads. Now, I can't even control them. They run no matter what anyway, but how was your day, everybody? Long-term and short-term goals. And welcome back, Amira, also. Long-term and short-term goals. It's a good question. I have a new short-term goal like every single day. In terms of this sphere of things in my life. I would say, editing the next video is the short-term goal of every single day. Like, hopefully I can finish this by the end of the day and then start the stream early enough to not be ridiculously late. And long-term goal is the long-term goal that I always say, like, for us to continue growing the beautiful people in this community and getting the community in a good enough spot with a good enough volume that it's, you know, it's always like tonight, you know, even if I start late, no matter what time I start, no matter what day I do it, everybody or a lot of people are able to be here, and stream support is on point so that I can focus less on my business and more on this side of things, because that is what I'd rather be doing more. So, and you were here in the stream when I was talking about that too. So that would be the long-term goal. If I could just focus on the stream with you guys and the content surrounding it, plus music purely, that would be amazing. That would be perfect. She has ammonia. I'm assuming you mean pneumonia. I'm assuming. And she's having seizures too. Is she old? Is she an old girl? And I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely sorry to hear that. That's the worst thing when that happens. Ah, Othello, good. Hit me with your day as well as Lee. Today was extremely busy at work. Sadly, I clocked out before midnight at least. But no time for art projects. That's a bummer. I hate when there's no time for projects. I really do. But you did clock out prior to midnight. You're here. So good news all around, I'd say. I would say. Yeah, it's very interesting how back pain works, because there's two primary types. You've got like the shooting pain and then just the aching, constant sort of pain. And it sounds like you're talking about the shooting pain, because the shooting pain is like, it hits you if you just turn or angle yourself just a perfect specific way, and then a lot of the surrounding muscles like tense right up and try to stabilize your spinal column and your back in general. That is awful. I hate when that happens. It doesn't happen to me often, but I've definitely had like move the wrong way and then my back is a little bit messed up for like a couple days. Like, I've had that happen a couple of times, and that phenomenon occurs where re-aggravating it will cause like the muscles to whoosh, tense right up. Yeah, you can throw your back out from anything. Anything. Like the most trivial things you can throw your back out from. Literally. It's crazy what you can throw your back out from. Just standing up. If you stand up incorrectly, boom, it's out. Thrown right out. Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths are that just a very hard worker, and I'm very motivated. When I do things, I do them to the utmost. I When I do anything, I do it as perfect, as well as I possibly can. Those are a couple. And then weakness would be that there is so much on my plate that I don't have enough time to do it all. And so it causes me to, well, I don't know how to articulate that as a weakness. Like it's something that it's like adjacent to the strength. And the weakness would be that because I am such a hard worker, it has its downsides, which are also weaknesses, like less of a social life, like a lot more stress in my day, like, yeah, I'm always busy. I'm always working for the most part, unless it is when I end the stream and I have like an hour to get ready for bed, eat something, go to bed, all that fun stuff. So that's a weakness because it's not technically good. But on the other hand, it's a strength and it's a good thing. So your chest, you've had chest problems since you were little. Yeah. And they don't know what it is either. That's interesting. Randomly getting chest pains and can't breathe. Huh. And it's been since you were little. You would think that they'd really want to do tests on you, or maybe I'm sure they probably have, but you'd think they'd figure it out because gosh darn, you really want to know these things, especially when it comes to chest pains. Chest pains are a big deal. But I'm sure it's not for lack of trying on their end. I'm sure they're giving it their best shot and everything like that. But whoops. So tonight we'll probably, now that our catch-up session, stream lobby, just chatting sesh is slowing down, we will jump into stuff. Actual things. I've had loads and loads of tests that keep coming back normal. There we go. Good night. Yeah, that's very interesting that you've had, and I guess, like I said, I'm kind of not surprised. Like you have all these tests, but because of course, especially a young child having chest pains, The doctors are going to 100% be on top of that. On top of that. So you've had every scan and every test, and they can't figure it out. That's quite the anomaly. Quite the anomaly. Because usually, even when one does have chest pains, they can usually figure it out. They can usually figure it out. They can even look specifically at veins and arteries. They can do all that stuff, and still they find nothing. That's wild. I can because it's pretty easy. I just have these, and these. It's the same. It's the same exact on this side, and then these two, and that's it. That's it. All 10 of them. Piercing tour is easy because there is literally no like deeper meaning behind piercings, and they're not like hidden or like they're not so ubiquitous across my body or anything. They're all pretty localized. Thank you for the hydrate redemption, Remy, and I have hydrated. Hydration acquired. All right, let me see what's interesting. Let me see what currently interests me. And let me pull this up here. Okay. I'll run a couple of these and see what's going on. See what the heck is interesting today. Lots of body cam situations. Lots of prison documentaries. I was just thinking about some Nick Crowley on stream earlier today. Okay. I think... Well, number one, more 4chan threads that I have not seen before. I didn't know that that was there. I thought I had scraped together all of those, but guess not. I'm gonna do one more refresh. Okay, Remy, well, feel better from your illness, and I will see you at some other time when you pop in next. And also, not only do I hope you feel better, but I hope that you get some quality sleep. Because if you have to wake up in 3 hours, that is insanity. Not saying you're insane, I'm just saying that the level of sleep would make me insane the next day. Because I have, even if I get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, like last night, I think I got 4.5. Because I ended the stream at like 3:30 in the morning or something. I felt terrible this morning. I woke up, I felt terrible. And I'm still really, really tired. Not as bad as I have been in the past, but sounds good. Well, hopefully you can be back tomorrow, Remy. See ya. Secret? What's the secret? Okay. All right. Hello, Eddie. Okay. Now I've got the baby with me. Oh, sweet little baby. Hello. Are you gonna sit? There's not a whole lot of room for you to sit. I have to. I gotta.
Gasman.
My curiosity gets the best of me. I always tell you guys, people love the 4chan videos that we have been doing here in the stream. The videos that come out as a result of the streams, so like the Jackson Downer Clips channel and stuff like that. people love them. I love doing them too. Obviously, I wouldn't be watching them if I didn't love them. It's just so fun to look at this weird stuff. Because I've never been on 4chan. I've never used it. But I understand it. I've got Ivy's hair all over my face. Oh, hi. That's okay. You can come up. Hello. What are you doing? Oh, the hair is real. It's all up in my nose. Okay. We gotta make a decision here. Alright. I'm gonna put you down because you're not settling down. I've got to put you down. Meow. Oh. She did not want to sit. And I have gotten... Yeah, I mean, I've gotten 4 hours of sleep the past 2 nights in a row. It affects me. Because, on the nights that I'm not, because before the past 2 nights, I had taken, at least a few days off streaming. And then before those few days, I had streamed, once. And so I have been fairly well rested. But when I stream consecutively, plus have a lot to do during the days, get videos edited, work, do the company stuff, it's a lot. So I am so thankful that we are here streaming earlier, because oh my gosh, I am gonna sleep so good tonight. But I can already feel I already have felt and do feel just less, less myself, less upbeat, a little bit more on the slow wave side because I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And when you're this tired, it's really noticeable. Really noticeable. Alright, let's see what Chilling Scares has for me today.
Gas mask. On the 19th of September 2017, an anonymous 4chan user posted a picture of a gas mask, 2 bottles of vinegar, and a jug of bleach, captioned, "About to test out this gas mask." While some brushed it off, thinking that the OP was just messing around, a few showed genuine curiosity and egged on the OP to continue his experiment. Okay, post results if you live. However, this curiosity turned into concern when the OP
automatically already typical 4chan behavior. Now, I would say that at this point, being 4 episodes in to the disturbing 4chan series that we have going, I know a thing or two about 4chaners and 4chan. And the typical behavior of the creepy 4chan threads. As do you all who have been watching since the first episode with me. So first things first, this checks out. This is a normal 4chan post here. Gas mask, and the commenters are basically yep, we're cool with you essentially ending your life or horrifically damaging yourself for the rest of your life potentially. So sounds good. just let us know if you live.
He returned with an update 20 minutes later, stating, "What could go wrong? We'll report."
Oh,
Alongside
no.
this, he posted a picture of the vinegar being poured into a mysterious yellow substance, which looked shockingly similar to concentrated chlorine gas.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, chlorine gas is a deadly war chemical that was used by the German army during the First World War. More importantly, the only chemicals needed to synthesize this dangerous gas are bleach and vinegar, the exact materials OP had with him.
But if he does this, he is going to die. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. Like, quite literally, this is what will happen to you in your gas mask. You will die. There's no in between here. If he somehow lives and he claims that he does this, but as these usually end, most likely they're going to say the poster disappeared and he never was heard from again. And then all we can do is like verify with a news reel after the fact, or a news article after the fact that actually said somebody died because they did this and that and this and that. We'll see.
The OP either didn't know about the gas or seriously underestimated its danger. Unfortunately, by the time he realized the gravity of his situation, it was already too late. Because just a few minutes later, he returned with a disturbing update. "Holy, it hurts. Might have to go to the hospital." This also included a picture that showed his arm developing blisters and turning an alarming shade of red. These symptoms matched perfectly with known signs of chlorine gas exposure, sparking immediate concern for the safety of OP and anyone in his vicinity. "You fool, that will burn your skin and soak into your surroundings. Legit question, please tell me you don't have an apartment / pets or roommates. Depending on your mixture, you just messed up big time. Let's say you made only 4 ounces of gas. That comes out to 29,962 parts per million. Concentrations of about 400 parts per million and above are generally fatal over 30 minutes, and at 1,000 parts per million and above, fatality ensues within only a few minutes. Dude, go vent yourself somewhere and literally
His follow-up to that statement. His follow-up to that statement was, "Congrats,
with a
OP.
garden hose.
You have literally
going to
just..."
melt otherwise.
What did he say? "Congrats, OP. You going to figure out what the afterlife is like." And he's not wrong. And yeah, if he has pets, if he's in an apartment, this is chlorine gas. This will diffuse into the surroundings. This isn't just going to be local to your room. This is going to be really, really bad, especially if you've done a heavy mixture. So, oh man.
Per million and above, fatality ensues within only a few minutes. Dude, go vent yourself somewhere and literally bathe with a garden hose. You are going to melt otherwise. It acts on flesh, not just on breathing pathways. It melts flesh, which makes people drown in their own melted lungs. But your arms can get messed up too.
One thing that's interesting about 4chan is that this is a forum board. So it's not like, this isn't like instant messaging, obviously. You have to refresh the page, check your notifications, whatever, in order to get any of these responses. So it's just crazy that it's crazy to think that he would even be reading any of these. He posts something, is he really expecting like a flood of instant responses and that they're just going to pop up right in front of his face? No. And also, how long does he really have if this is truly happening right now?
While the other users were panicking, the OP made 2 other posts, each showing his arm in increasingly worse condition. "It's starting to peel and fall off, still hurts," with his last reply simply stating, "Goodbye." After posting this update, the OP vanished from the thread, leading many to believe that he might have actually passed away due to this
As it typically goes, right? I freaking called it. He disappeared from the thread. Typical situation.
experiment gone wrong. Some even claimed the incident had taken the lives of several of his neighbors. However, despite extensive searching, I wasn't able to find any news reports mentioning such a gruesome incident. If something of this magnitude had actually happened, it would have definitely made headlines. More importantly, I couldn't find a single credible source confirming just the OP's death either. In other words, we don't know what happened to him after his last post. The lack of any news coverage could suggest that the OP may have survived the chlorine gas exposure, possibly after calling emergency services and being rushed to the hospital. But that's highly unlikely.
And like, you have the time and the faculties to be like taking more photos of yourself as your flesh is supposedly melting off and you're dying. You're like, hey guys, look at this. Here's a couple more pictures. Goodbye. Oh, this really hurts. Ooh, like 4chan is your number one concern here. I mean, I guess you went to 4chan in order to even do this. But, and where's the gas mask coming from, by the way? What's happening with the gas mask? Where that came into play in the very beginning. Now it's his arm. Well, maybe he was gonna breathe in whatever it was, or something. But just the act of mixing the gas has caused it to act on his flesh and his arm. But why would it only be one arm anyway? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you for the hydrate redemption, Othello. Hydration acquired.
Even in moderate concentration, chlorine gas can end someone's life in minutes.
Yeah.
Yet the OP kept posting about his worsening state for over 30 minutes after creating the
Exactly.
deadly chemical.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the other possibility, that this whole thing was completely fake from the beginning.
Yeah.
To some viewers, the peeling skin on his arm looks suspiciously like makeup, or at most some well-done special effects. A now deleted user on Reddit even added a personal anecdote to back this theory, stating, I have a face mask exfoliator that goes on wet and looks pretty much the same as Anon's skin in the first pic, and peels off like the following pics. See how the skin is peeling off and shows regular skin underneath? If he was actually burned, the
Right.
skin underneath would look red and or bleeding. He probably just grabbed one of his girlfriend's exfoliators.
And if it was blisters, it would look what? Like white? It would look like completely fresh skin. Yeah, there's not too much going on underneath whatever that peeling is occurring. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I was just talking about. He's like taking all this time to take photos, post photos, and like give all these crazy updates. Oh my god, look at what's happening to me, guys. Holy crap. Instead of panicking, not worrying about what's going on 4chan, going to the hospital, getting outside, anything. And again, we're talking an hour and a half, they said, of this occurring from him. Okay, so chlorine gas would kill you in 1/3 that time, on average. So, yeah.
And slapped it on because it looked red enough to fool people. If the whole thing was staged, it would also explain some of the strange behavior I noticed from the OP. Things like, why did he stay in the bathroom with the hazardous gas for so long instead of rushing out immediately?
Yeah.
And how was he able to endure the excruciating pain he must have been in, all while taking perfectly framed still pictures of his arm?
Yeah.
However, despite all the signs suggesting it was a complete hoax, there's still no definitive way to know for sure.
Well, of course
Maybe
not.
one day a news article will be found that announced the OP's death, or perhaps the OP will come forward and reveal the truth. Until then, the gas mask incident remains one of the most disturbing threads in 4chan history.
Okay, I see. So he was testing out the gas mask, and he knew exactly what he was mixing together, because those were the ingredients that he chose. But yeah, it seems like a cry for attention based on how it actually played out. Very staged. Next.
Bank robber. On August 20, 2015, a 4chan user posted his plans to rob a bank later that day, stating, okay, today is the day. I'm going to walk into the bank at 3 p.m. with sunglasses, a hat, a sweater, a BB gun, and this note.
Ugh.
I'll get out, dump the sweater and BB gun, and ride out on my bike back to the hotel. I'm serious. Wish me luck.
Well, you already told me exactly what level of intelligence you have. Number one, by speaking about the crime before it was committed, letting everybody know. Not that you've given a whole lot of information and you posted it anonymously, but number two, your escape vehicle, your getaway vehicle, is a bicycle. A bicycle. absolute genius.
Alongside this was a picture of a handwritten note that he planned to hand over to the bank teller, stating things like, "I want $5,000, $150 bills only, and I have a gun in my jacket." However, threads like these aren't anything new on 4chan.
Yeah.
More often than not, it's just some anonymous user who's bored, trolling, or desperate for attention. So, despite the OP's insistence on being serious about his plans, this one seemed no different.
However, what's different about this one? Why did it make it to the creepiest 4chan videos?
One user even recognized the OP from a previous thread where he talked about robbing the bank for $20,000 instead. To make matters worse, the OP didn't use a VPN before, allowing someone to trace his approximate location back to Jacksonville.
Oh, great.
By this point, most users saw the OP as nothing more than a clueless wannabe. However, while everyone was making fun of him, the OP did what no one expected. He followed through with his plans, setting off a manhunt that would last for weeks. It started with him showing off the BB gun he brought to the robbery and getting drunk to calm his nerves. From there, he stayed active in the thread and kept everyone updated on his whereabouts. He also ditched anonymity and began posting under the AnonDump username so others could follow his updates more easily. Minutes before the planned time, he posted about someone stealing his bike, which he was going to use for the robbery, before going completely silent. This led many to believe that the plan was cancelled, but around 25 minutes later, AnonDump returned with images of the money he stole, along with a detailed description of what he did and what he was doing next. However, he stole, along with a detailed description.
Dude, I walked up to the teller with my sunglasses and hat. I gave her the note. She said, "No problem." Typed some stuff on the computer, gave me the money, and I walked out the door. Then the exit wouldn't open, so I slammed it. Then it opened. I got rid of my sweater and walked to the hotel. And the names of the images are always too good to me. They're always too good. If you've seen some of my previous 4chan videos, you will know, like, sometimes the .jpeg prefixes are insane. This one is 200 pixels, Drevel $1,000,000. Well, you asked for 5,000. So what did you do? Did you get did you get a stock image of $1,000,000? Or did you actually just title it like this? Because, wow.
What he did and what he was doing next. However, while he saw himself as a master criminal, the police weren't far behind. His hat and glasses did little to hide his identity, allowing investigators to plaster his face across news networks.
Oh, they got him.
They also put a $3,000 reward for any information that could lead to his arrest. This left the OP fearing for his life as the gravity of his actions began to sink in. "Hey guys, guy who robbed the bank here. My face is on the news and there's a $3,000 reward for tips leading to my capture. I'm scared. Robbing a bank wasn't worth it at all.
No kidding.
I have like $4,800 left. I'm scared of leaving the hotel. I want to get out of here, but somebody may see me. I'm trapped." And this fear was justified. He was now a fugitive who was being actively pursued by the police.
And his final line to that was, "Why did that stupid Reddit guy have to make it look so easy?" Oh god. The battle between Reddit and 4chan. Well, Reddit clearly won this time.
What? Are you creeped out too? Are you disturbed by the threads?
Me too.
On top of that, he also had a BB gun on him, which looked like a real gun at first glance. If the officers barged into his hotel room and saw this gun nearby, there was a real possibility he could lose his life over a relatively small amount.
Yeah.
Despite his growing fear, he continued updating everyone on 4chan about his whereabouts until the 21st of August around 3 p.m. when, after hiding in a hotel room for nearly 24 hours, he managed to escape the city and vanish from the thread. Now, it's unclear what happened next, but based on what I've seen, it's likely the investigators were already monitoring his updates on 4chan, and his post about taking a cab from the hotel gave them the lead they needed to track him down. On September 2nd, 2015, authorities arrested 26-year-old Pedro Smith, aka AnonDump, about 70 miles from the crime scene in Gainesville. He was charged with armed robbery and faced a minimum of 10 years in prison. However, after a trial in September, he was sentenced.
But I thought they said it was a BB gun. That's not technically a firearm. But okay. He got 3 years in prison.
To only
Oh! Ooh! Ooh! There it is right there, actually. Look. Offense. Robbery, weapon, not deadly. So robbery with a non-deadly weapon. Got it. 3 years in jail. What an idiot.
3 years in prison, which didn't make sense to some people on the internet. How did he get away with such a light sentence after robbing a bank and hiding from the police for so many days? A few people looked into his whereabouts after his release in March of 2018 and discovered that he was living in a luxurious home worth over $1.5 million in Miami.
Perfect.
This pointed to the possibility that he had wealthy parents who could also afford top-tier lawyers to help reduce his sentence. In other words, the only reason Pedro had for robbing a bank and potentially risking his life was to gain the attention and approval of other users on 4chan.
Yeah. I mean, why else do you do something like this on 4chan? Why else are you posting about your crimes and like letting people know it's going to go down, giving everybody updates, like, and you're basically completely anonymous throughout the whole thing. So this is what's weird to me about it, is like, what are you actually getting out of it, especially if you're anonymous for the most part? But I guess you are getting attention, even though people don't have your face to put to the name, sort of situation.
Researching these 4chan videos is some of the sketchiest research I do on this channel. Everything is anonymous, so you'll see people post literally from you may earn the $1 million in Aura.com to find out the Monon tunnels. In April of 2018, a 4chan user made a post seeking information about a disturbing picture they recently came across. It read, "On one of the recent iceberg chart threads, someone mentioned the Monon tunnels not being on the iceberg. When I went to Google what these tunnels were, the only results I got were the original thread and pic related. Does anyone know more about it? I don't know how to read EXIF data." Coupled with the post was an image that looked like the aftermath of a horrific crime scene.
Oh no.
It depicts two masked figures standing in a grass field at night, their index fingers raised towards the sky.
No.
Behind them is what looks like the remains of a young child in a red jacket, lying face down on the grass.
Now, how are you getting young child out of it? I don't really understand the young child. I mean, it could just be far away, and also that could be anything. But okay, like, I mean, yes, it does look like a person, but it could just be a short person. It could just be a small, short person, or it could be a child, but I don't know where we're getting child from. Anyways, what the heck is this?
Unfortunately, no one on 4chan had any clue what the OP was talking about either. One user did claim to have seen a similar image back in the 2000s.
And was this called a tunnel? Where's the tunnel? Monon tunnels? Yeah. So where is... They're not in a tunnel.
He was talking about either. One user did claim to have seen a similar image back in the 2000s when they first started using 4chan, but they didn't provide any further information. The contents of the image also divided the community in two. Some speculated that this was the trophy photo the two men took after ending a life. They look like hunters posing with a fresh kill.
They do.
While others weren't so convinced. I feel like this might just be some kind of photo shoot. You know, like a bunch of kids hanging out and they decided why not take some pictures, which led...
Well, yeah, kids do that. Like, let's freak a bunch of people out. You lay down and act like you're dead, and we'll stand here like acting like we did this to you. I mean, the person, granted, we can't see the front side of them. They're laying face down, of course, so you can't see anything. They are just laying face down. But I mean, they're intact. There's no blood anywhere. There's nothing really that looks super out of place or anything too bad. But, you know, again, benefit of the doubt, damage could be all on the front.
Into taking this picture just for them to show it around on the internet for shock or something. Which begs the question, what is this really? I tried searching for answers myself, however, information surrounding this image is surprisingly hard to come by. For starters, the OP mentioned an iceberg chart thread in their post, but never provided the link or even the name of the thread. Looking at the image itself, there's not much we can gather from it either. There are no visible landmarks or even stars in the sky that could help us pinpoint the location where the image was taken.
Nor is there a tunnel at all, so I'm a little concerned and confused about the tunnel aspect of the name.
The only clue we have is the name, the Monon Tunnels, referring to the tiny town called Monon, Indiana.
Okay.
But even that's not much help, since the town is littered with hundreds of flat grass patches that could have served as the backdrop for this image. The camera noise makes it near impossible to estimate the year this image was taken based on the image quality as well. And there wasn't any useful information in its embedded data either. I also couldn't find any exact matches on the internet outside the original 4chan through reverse image searching. However, while looking for similar images, I came across something that could potentially clue us into the origin of this unsettling image. You see, there are two distinct possibilities for what it represents. First is that it was taken by a couple of serial killers as trophy photo proof of their horrible crime.
Which is, of course, the most likely number one explanation of this whole thing, right? Obviously, that is the most likely version of what happened here.
But I wasn't able to find any matching incident that happened in Monon or its surrounding area. Even if the killers were never caught, there would still probably be a report where the victim's description aligns with the person we see in the image. Which leads us into the second, more likely possibility. This was simply a group of friends, and the person lying in the background is actually an adult who likely passed out after a night of drinking. Now, there's no way to know if the disturbing feel of the image was intentional or not.
Passed out after a night of drinking? Maybe, but even more likely would just be that they're fooling around in the photo. Like, let's make this look wild. I mean, there's also someone, a third person that we're not even thinking about, that's standing there taking the photo. Unless these two literally set up a tripod to do this, there's another person there that's like, hey, yeah, let's do this thing. Let's set this up. Yeah.
But the possibility of this being a completely harmless picture is fairly high. Reverse image searching it brings up hundreds of similar photos, with people having fun and lying down on a patch of grass at night. That being said, this is nothing more than conjecture on my part, and the reality could be anything. Then there's also the question of how the OP got their hands on this image if it's nowhere else to be found on the internet.
Ooh.
Sadly, it's been over 7 years since the original thread, meaning it's unlikely we'll ever uncover the truth. Spoon and duct tape experiment.
Oh no.
On the 9th of April 2010, an anonymous 4chan user posted a fun science experiment for others to try. The instructions were as follows. Go to your kitchen and find a nice metal spoon. Teaspoons work too, but normal ones are better. Get yourself a lighter. The bigger the flame, the better. Get some duct tape and wrap it around the handle, about 4 to 6 layers. Start heating up the spoon with the lighter. Make it really, really hot. Holding it just above the flame for about 2 minutes should work. Go to a faucet and turn on cold water at full force. Hold the spoon directly under the faucet. Post results. At first glance, this experiment looked like it had something to do with steam. Maybe pressing the hot spoon under the faucet would instantly vaporize the water, filling the room with a sudden burst of steam or fog, something along those lines. When, in reality, the results were much worse.
Uh-oh.
Whoever thought of this wicked experiment did so with the intention of hurting people.
Uh-oh.
And unfortunately...
Uh-oh, we've got things going on. And of course, everybody is doing this. Everybody in 4chan is going to do this. We've got, what the heck, man? The spoon exploded. Oh no, why? I covered my face expecting steam. Now my hands are bleeding so much. No one do this. Extreme cooling causes metal to burst. Oh man.
Their plan worked better than they could have expected. Within the first hour of the thread going live, nearly a dozen people had injured themselves attempting to follow the instructions.
Now, so yeah. After you saw the first comment on this thread in response, because when you read the thread, right, you're reading the top portion, the OP, and you can see some messages below it. And you can see that the first few messages already are, it exploded, I'm hurt now, please don't do this, no one. So now other people are doing it, what, just to make sure that they were not lying? I don't know.
I thought, hey, what could go wrong, and I tried it. At first, it steamed in my face like crazy, and then the spoon started ticking and split into 3 parts, one shooting through a plate, one through a cut, and the last barely missed me. I don't believe this, so I thought I would try this, expecting something cool would happen, like...
And everyone is posting in all caps, too, just that's just okay. That I guess that's just normal. I guess that's just a normal thing. People all typing in all caps, which is actually not normal, and that's not even normal for 4chan. And most of the threads we see, it almost seems like in the weird like weird slight misspellings and all that stuff. It really feels like it's almost the same person.
A lot of smoke, but instead I got a shrapnel spoon. It nearly exploded in my hand and shards went off in all directions, causing me to take cover. This nearly cost me my life. I'm not coming here again. OP, why? I covered my face expecting steam. My hands are bleeding so much it hurts. No one do this. Extreme cooling causes metals to burst. Now, 4chan is no stranger to causing widespread harm with these cool experiments,
Yeah.
like the one I covered in my previous 4chan video. However, this one stood out for just how dangerously destructive it was. It used extremely common household items like duct tape and a spoon. And because it didn't involve any chemicals, people were far less cautious about just how dangerous it could be. According to one explanation, heating the spoon causes the inner layers of the tape to become extremely hot, almost to the point of melting, while the outer layers remain cool enough to still touch. Then, as the hot spoon comes under cold water, it quickly cools down. But since the inner tape around the handle is still scorching hot, it causes extreme temperature and pressure differences within the spoon, causing it to explode, sending shrapnel everywhere.
Like a grenade.
And while the damage on 4chan was already immense, that was only the beginning. From there, this experiment spread like wildfire to other popular forum sites like Newgrounds, claiming even more victims in the process. The only silver lining here is that the spoon and duct tape experiment copy pasta has since faded into...
It's on TikTok as well. Look at that. The darkest 4chan iceberg, the spoon experiment. Okay, well, it's a part of the darkest iceberg. Okay, never mind. So the spoon trick didn't actually make it to TikTok. But it made it to other places. Freaking, it's kind of like a TikTok challenge, basically.
Obscurity. So, at the very least, it hopefully won't be causing any more injuries. Epileptic attack. Back in 2008, some 4chan users got together and came up with one of the most cruel pranks in the site's history. Now, unfortunately, most of that thread has been lost to time. The only surviving proof I could find was this screenshot detailing what to do, stating, Epileptic forum raid. 1.
Oh man, they're gonna go into a forum of people that are epileptic, and they are going to spam flashing gifs. Oh no. Oh man, that's terrible. That's actually terrible. Wow. Wow.
Make account. 2. Spam flashing gifs, party hard, etc. 3. Troll the user base. 4. Question marks. 5. Profit. Their target was the Epilepsy Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to supporting individuals with epilepsy and helping them find the care they need.
No.
After agreeing on a plan, the group of anonymous users headed over to the Foundation's website and exploited a security vulnerability to gain unrestricted access to the support forum.
Oh my god. All in the name. All in the name of a prank. But this prank is causing untold amounts of people who are going for help to have seizures. Full-blown seizures. Which could be life-threatening. I mean, this could be a really bad thing for people. Oh no.
From there, they used a script to post hundreds of messages embedded with flashing animated GIFs with hopes of catching visitors off guard and triggering seizures. Tragically, this was just as effective as they expected. Within seconds of the attack, dozens of users began experiencing intense migraines, with some even suffering full-blown seizures. One of the site's visitors, 33-year-old Rianne Foltz, described her painful experience in a later interview, stating, "It was a spike of pain in my head, and the lockup that only happens with really bad ones. I don't think I've had a seizure like that in about a year." She was just one of many victims that were swept up in what can only be described as a truly evil act.
Ugh.
All the while, the 4chan attackers were celebrating their victory, laughing at the victim's pain, and calling the attack incredible and amazing. Fortunately, the Epilepsy Foundation's IT department managed to quickly take control of the situation before it escalated into a widespread crisis. And while I couldn't find any solid proof, a few sources suggest that the attack may have triggered an FBI investigation. Unfortunately, because of 4chan's anonymity, the people responsible for this horrible attack were never identified or held accountable.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Were never identified.
Frickin' 4chan, man. This is craziness. That one was just bad. That was disturbingly mean-spirited and dangerous. Well, a lot of these ones were, actually. Like, wow. Wow. Part 4. That was something. And that's the best way to describe it. That was something. As it always is. Alright, give me just a second. I gotta run to the bathroom super quick. But, yeah, I was also disturbed by how dumb it sounded, Othello. All of it. But that's pretty much why it's disturbing. And yeah, exactly, Maria. My medically minded side also wants to hit them. I mean, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Multiple of these things. Because in the beginning, it was the chlorine gas. Then it was the spoon experiment. Then it was the frickin' seizures. Oh my god. Anyways, I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. I just have to assume that the secret must be here that she's got a warrant? Right? That's gotta be it. I don't think that's gonna be fruitful.
On June 6th, On June 6, 2024, an officer from the Battle Creek Police Department in Michigan witnessed a motorcyclist run a red light. According to the police report, the officer quickly noted a white male suspect with a red beard, driving a black motorcycle with red and white shoes and no helmet. After taking the turn to initiate a traffic stop, the officer also noticed the license plate of the motorcycle was obscured.
Let's get him. Let's get him.
Disregard, he's taking off on me. Not pursuing.
According to the police report, the motorcycle exceeded 80 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. After quickly calling off the pursuit, the officer requested assistance from other officials in the area. In less than 10 minutes, another officer found a motorcycle that fit the description parked on a sidewalk, still running.
Well, that was easy. And you literally left it running on the sidewalk. That's pretty smart. I mean, that's a genius tactic right there. So, okay. Yep. Where did you go? Couldn't have gone too far. And why did you leave it there? Probably went right in the house that you're parked in front of. Literally saying, hold on, the police are right at my door. And I love the sign next to the door that literally says, go away.
How you doing? If you just want to come up real quick. Okay, thank you. Were you just riding down Morgan Road at all? No. Okay. Is this your bike? Yeah, this is my bike, but... Okay. It is, I think it's keys still in it, maybe? Yeah, probably. Are you using my keys in it? Okay. He just had a bike that looks just like that bike take off from him.
Nope.
So
I just rode from Kalamazoo. I was wearing this exact outfit.
Okay.
Rode from Kalamazoo right here.
So I'm not trying to...
I've probably been here like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm not trying to say it was you or whatever, but...
But it was you. Like, I'm not trying to say that it was you, but it was you. I can basically guarantee it. You know, the person literally was you on the bike. The bike was that bike. And it just so happens to be sitting right here, not far from where I followed the bike going. So,
We're just investigating that.
Yeah, I ain't been down Morgan at all today.
Okay.
So what you going in rush for?
Huh?
What you going in rush for?
I wasn't going down Morgan, so that wasn't me. I literally just came from Kalamazoo, right down North Ave, right to here.
So you were never at any point from Michigan on to Washington and then took off.
Michigan, Appreciate it. Michigan, no. I literally rode right down North Ave. Capitol, right to North Ave, right to here.
You got your license on you?
Yeah.
So it's all on video. So if it wasn't you, great. If it was, we're gonna figure it out pretty quick. So just honesty's best policy. But I'm gonna go run your...
Yeah, I literally just rode here down North Ave.
Okay. You were coming from Kalamazoo to do what?
Yeah, this is my house.
Like, what were you doing in Kalamazoo?
At work.
Oh, work?
I just rode my bike back.
Where do you work at?
I work for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize I left my keys in it.
Is the plate always folded up?
Not that I realized, but yeah, no, it is.
You good if I peel it down just so I can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And why is the plate obscured? That's the question. There's usually a reason that you are not displaying your license plate. Which
Yeah,
just
so,
draws more
can you
attention
copy a
to you.
plate for the motorcycle?
I'll be honest with you, it's probably not legal.
No, it's expired, but
I just bought it.
Who'd you buy it from?
My boy Brent, probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Do you know how to watch video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to go watch video?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You think this?
His boy Brent. Okay. So we've got a lead. Brent's be giving him a illegal bike. Okay. Yeah.
Is your guy or no? Okay.
So what's that scenario? If it is, he believes I'm his guy.
He's the primary officer. He's the one that tried to stop the bike. But if I thought you were the guy who ran for me, you'd be in cuffs in the back of my car right now.
I didn't never see nobody behind me.
Okay, and that's fine too. It doesn't necessarily have to be jail. It's at least we're investigating fleeing and looting, so that's a felony charge.
Even though I didn't see him behind me at all.
I just heard what he was talking on the radio. I get your point too, although those look like some pretty good mirrors, but I know it's hard to see on a bike.
I looked in my mirrors maybe once.
No, and I get that too.
Sorry, no, I can see on my camera. So can you put it back for me?
Can I put my dog up real quick?
Nope.
Okay.
Can you put it back for me?
Nope.
You release your fingers like a praying?
Huh? Yep.
Just like that.
You already ran once, bro.
Put your dog up.
No.
All right.
I'm going to jail.
Alright. Just don't want these to get too tight.
You gotta wait till those cuffs are on first.
Take jail.
Then I'll let you know.
Well, we're gonna figure that one out in just a second.
Put my hands in front of me to sit in here.
Nope. It's policy.
Okay.
Seatbelt goes across the other side. Just have a seat in there real quick for me. Do you have the video pulled up?
Is he wearing
It's
American
in my. I
flag
have it paused
Crocs?
right there.
Before see two to see where it was.
I mean, it's definitely you. It looks like Washington and Van Buren.
I definitely
is.
rode straight down North Ave here.
That's you, man. Beard. That's your Crocs. You were wearing a backpack. You just told me you were wearing a backpack.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got behind you and I lit you up, I saw you look behind me, and then you hauled ass. You were gone. Blowing red lights, weaving through traffic, cutting in front of traffic. Lane splitting's not legal here. You're lane splitting the entire time.
Okay. I mean, if you got me on video, I'm not going to deny it.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand your rights as I read them to you? Okay. With that in mind, do you mind answering a couple questions?
No.
Okay.
He didn't want to talk.
No.
I'm just gonna ask him if he wants me to lock his door and push his bike in. Just to the driveway.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna ask him.
Okay.
I got arrested. My backpack's at the house. Come bail me out.
So I've got him for fleeing and lewd.
And then if he's driving the way you described, I'd be reckless.
I literally saw him. I was like, oh, I want to see a plate, and haul it off.
I mean, it's at least expired. Look into that. If you don't have insurance, no proof.
So
Can I
I'd
talk?
do reckless.
Can I
if
be
he's
a part
driving
of
the way
this
you described.
conversation too? No?
what's up?
For real, bro, I did not see you. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not see
I didn't see you. There's just no way I could have possibly seen you. I mean, you literally had your lights and sirens on. You know, it's not like I have two mirrors on either side of me that look straight back. And it's not like I wasn't going 80 miles an hour to elude you for the express purpose of illusion. But, well, you know, I didn't see you, so...
You
Ever turn your
didn't
lights
look behind you, and I saw you look right behind
for
you.
real did not see you turn
And then
your lights
when I
on.
flipped the lights on, hit the siren, you
I
went.
100% honestly did not see you turn your lights on.
I was gonna put
I
your
can
seatbelt
see
down,
you're
okay.
upset about that. I did not. I did not see
I'm
you.
not upset about it. What I'm upset about is that you are lane splitting, jumping in front of cars, and then you know there's a police car behind you,
I did
and
not
you
know
are
you were behind.
literally
If I would have
blowing red lights, flying at almost 100 miles an hour down the road.
I was never going 100, but
I would say at least 80.
Do you want me to push your bike
Doesn't have
into the
anything to
driveway?
say to that.
that would be cool.
And then do you want me to lock your door?
No,
That's fine there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the screen door is
I'm going to
the
jail
only
right
one
now.
closed. Yeah. If that's how it was described, absolutely. The only reason I called you is because you left it running on the sidewalk.
Yeah, and that's 100% the same bike. I was like,
It is
and that's 100% the same dude.
That's 100%.
Red beard, the shoe. I was like, I thought it was a shoe. It's a Croc.
Hey, real quick. Hey.
What's up?
Real quick, can you undo my hand so I can call my wife real quick and she can come bail me out?
You can make a phone call at the jail, but I'm not going to undo your handcuffs so you can make a phone call.
Okay, can I make a phone call with him behind my back real quick?
No.
You care?
No, I mean, you can make a phone call when we get to the jail. They'll let you still get a number and you can call from there.
I know, I'm just trying to get out soon, not tomorrow.
Well, that's the only option. You'll get out tomorrow. Even if she tried to bail you out today, like, that won't happen. you'd have to wait till tomorrow to see a judge.
That's how it works.
So.
He's texting behind his back. He must be like doing what? I've got my hands behind my back. He must be like doing one of these where he's like looking sort of down and around. He's got his hands like that. I don't know. Getting a call.
I don't know. Supposedly he saw me on the bike. Supposedly I ran from him on the bike. I didn't even see his ass, but
Okay.
the bike's in the driveway. If you could push it behind the truck. My backpack's in the house. Top zipper pack has bail money in it.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Yep. Bye.
No, I love you. Come on.
I didn't even see you, bro, for real. I gotta wear that back here.
Wear what back here?
The seatbelt.
If you don't want to, that's your choice.
Okay, cool. I can't sit on my hands like that. Bro, there's no way you can put these cuffs in front of me?
No, it's policy,
This
man.
killing my wrist, for real.
Okay, well, like I said, it's...
If I put them in front of me, are you gonna be pissed?
Yes, I would be pissed because it's a,
Okay.
it's a violation of our policy.
Both my wrists are still in it. I was literally gonna stick my legs to it. But you can see.
No. It's like a 10-minute drive to the jail. I just gotta do this real quick.
So what you charging me with?
Flee and elude.
Even though I didn't know you was back there?
You 100% knew that I was back there.
Dude, I 100% didn't fucking know you were back there. You keep calling me a fucking liar? Fuck you.
Oh,
That's what
no.
that land. Fuck you.
so
I didn't know you was back there. You want to be a bitch about it? Be a bitch about it, bro.
So then why did you take
Take me to
off?
my fucking jail.
Then why did you leave?
This is escalated so quickly. So quickly. And that's what you see. The second they know there's no good nice talk, no being nice is going to get you out of the situation. No playing stupid, no being aloof. You, a lot of people anyway, turn straight to nasty. Just straight nasty awfulness.
Why did you take off like that?
Bro, I was just riding. I wasn't taking off from you.
I
don't give a fuck about your bitch ass.
Dude, I'm a rider too. I get it, but you don't ride like that.
I'm a rider too. Oh, you're stuck in fucking fuck you.
You're not gonna vape in the back of the car. I'll let you keep it in the pocket. That's fine. But if you're sucking on that thing, I'm gonna take it that way.
Okay. Send me that video.
You'll see it in court.
I'd like to see it.
see
Send
in
me
court.
the
Yeah,
video.
that's what's
Yeah,
up.
they just do that.
Yeah.
I'm not the one running, man.
I wasn't running from nobody, bitch. I already done told you that, you dumb son of a bitch. I don't give a fuck about you. Tell this guy he's a bitch. Put that out over the radio. Oh, y'all. Bitches, that's what y'all is. Y'all fucking funny. Didn't even see your ass and you gonna hit me with a fleeing and eluding fucking felony. Kyle, I'll remember that shit. I'm a rider too.
What are you going to remember it for? What are you going to remember his name for? See, that is something that's always interesting to me. Is that's a veiled threat right there. Oh yeah, Kyle blah 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 officer. I'll remember that. What are you remembering that for? So that you can track him down, find out where he lives, find him in the street, like it's just a veiled threat. Not good.
I'll see you judge tomorrow morning, or
Tomorrow afternoon, somewhere. I think it's like 12, 1 o'clock.
you let me make a phone call real quick? You gonna stop if I make a phone call?
Be back to being nice, back to being kind, back to being chill. When am I gonna get to see a judge? Can I please make a phone call? Please? It's gonna go right back to, oh my God, I hate you so much.
Can't wait 5 minutes till we get to the jail.
You gonna let me call on my phone real quick? I don't know where the fucking number is, so I can't call from the jail.
No, you can. They'll let you get phone numbers from there. That's what I'm telling you, is that they'll let you do it.
I really didn't run from you, bro. I know you think you believe that, but I really didn't even know you was behind me.
Contrary to your belief, I'm not trying to, like, be a complete asshole.
Yeah.
I'm really not.
I'm just telling you, I really didn't know you was behind me.
Okay.
100% on God, I did not know you was behind me.
If you didn't know, then why were you, like, hauling ass, going through all those red lights and, like, jumping through all the traffic, lane splitting?
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
What red light did I run?
Two.
You ran
Two of them.
that I saw.
If you popped me on Washington and being burnt, there was only one red light between there and my house.
Technically, there's 4 lights.
You a for hitting me with felony charges, bro. You a for
But
that.
that's what the charge is.
Yeah, you hit it. You a for that, and you know it.
Like I said, I'm not trying to f you over. I'm trying to screw you intentionally.
Yeah, you just a bitch. It's okay. I understand. That's how bitches be. You can go get somebody else to get me out this car because you ain't f***ing touching me.
People really, really take these things personally. He is literally doing his job. He's not out there to screw you over. Like, he caught you doing something. He tried to pull you over. That's all it was going to be. You escalated it by deciding to, in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, going 80 miles per hour. Then from there, running multiple red lights. You're not just endangering yourself, you're endangering everyone around you. But it's the officer's fault. Got it.
I can tell you that.
Give me 1 second for the county guys once they get in the...
Yep. You better send them to come get me out this car because you ain't fucking touching me, bud.
No, I'm just waiting for them to get in the office.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
I'm just telling you that. You ain't getting me out this car.
And this particular officer is like really kind and understanding. Really kind and understand, like really chill. And not every officer is like that, and they don't have to be. Like, he's really trying to talk this guy down. At least be understanding with him.
You ain't gonna be the one.
I'm just gonna escort you. I'm not touching you.
Nah. You better go get somebody else to come get me out this car. I ain't f***ing with you. I can tell you that.
Bro, I'm not gonna like...
Okay, bro. I ain't f***ing with you.
And this is part of the temper tantrum. The perpetrator tries to exhibit any kind of control that they have, that they can grasp onto. Because when you're in handcuffs, you're under arrest, your control and your free will, essentially, I mean, you've still got free will technically, but you know what I mean, your freedom is greatly diminished. So in your tantrum, if you're in tantrum mode, you're grasping at any straw you can to find some sort of control, any kind of control that you can. Okay, well, if I can get somebody else to come get me, like, that doesn't do anything. This guy has been nothing but chill with you, been nothing but cool. But, well, if I can make somebody else come out here and take me out of the car instead of this guy, then I've won this little childish battle that I've created in my head.
I ain't f***ing with you. You better go get somebody else to get me out this car. Listen, I'm trying to make it cordial with you. I ain't f***ing with you.
Cordial?
You go get somebody else to get me out this car.
You're being cordial.
You're not being cordial with me, man. I'm being
Not
as
at all.
professional as possible.
I'm just telling you, you ain't getting me out this car.
Okay, if they come out here, they're putting you in a chair. That's why they come out here. I'm trying to be civil with you. I'm telling you, like, the options that you have is you can step out. I'm not going to touch you. Just walk in with them.
Okay.
That's it. Like,
I'll make that deal.
okay.
Don't touch me.
All right. That's
Instantly chill again. This guy is on a roller coaster. A literal roller coaster. And this cop is being so calm and chill. He's getting screamed at, yelled at, expletives, berated, and he's still like, dude, I'm not gonna touch you, dude.
cool. And they're ready. Sweet. Do you need to chop something? Yeah. Okay.
Sounded
It's
like he
worth
dropped
noting
something.
that the police report shares the officer searched the back of his cruiser and found nothing left behind.
That's good. He put it in his report.
So since you are being lodged on a felony, you have to do a full strip search.
Oh, great.
You gotta go through that door, take everything off the door.
What's your phone number, Cole?
You got one.
It's just for the courts.
Yeah, you got
information.
one.
So how did you call your wife in the car? I'm just curious, like real quick. Just a quick inquiry for you there, buddy. How'd you call your wife? And you wanted to call your wife from the car. Yeah. Well, we know that's a bold-faced lie.
All right. Cool. Because it's a felony, we had to do a DNA swab. So I just gotta go out and grab that. Okay. Are you willing to do that?
We'll make you do it.
No. Okay. It's an
Okay.
additional charge if you refuse. It's an additional charge if you refuse.
An additional felony charge?
Yes. That's an.
He's like, oh, a felony charge? Because if it's not a felony charge, I'll exhibit any little last bit of control that I have in this situation and just deny it, just to spite you. I'll take a misdemeanor just to spite you. If it's a felony charge, all right, I guess I'll do it. But it will be because I want to do it.
Or no.
Is it what?
RNO.
What's that?
Resisting.
That's not a felony charge. That's a felony charge? That's
Yes,
Come
it
get that
is.
Come on.
Come get it.
If you feel more comfortable, I can ask and see if he's willing to do it.
Yeah, I'd rather him than you. I don't want you nowhere near me, motherfucker.
Alright, let me go grab it.
What?
I forgot to do this.
The officer appears
I would want this cop to be in every and any situation ever. Like, if every cop could be like this guy, I would probably choose that to be the case.
to have not printed the actual citation for the charges yet and went back to his cruiser to do so. However, the printer appears to be giving him issues. He returns back to the booking room without the paperwork shortly after.
Oh no.
I'll never see you without that badge, bro.
There we go. There's a that's not even a veiled threat. That is a actual threat. I wonder if he's going to get another charge for this one, because this one is a direct, well, it's not a direct threat like I'm going to kill you, but it's like right between a veiled threat and a direct, bold-faced threat. He says, I hope I never see you without that badge. Dude, this guy has been nothing but a good guy this whole time. I feel bad for this officer at this point.
Like I said, I'm not trying to intentionally screw you, man.
Wow.
That's what it boils down to.
Because I was driving 80 miles an hour down the road in lanes, running a bunch of red lights. I'm doing my job.
He's doing his job.
That's what I'm doing. What would you want me to do in this circumstance?
I'll tell you what I want you to do is give him a charge for the threat he just made you. Please. He deserves it.
I didn't run from you. You hit me with a felony, fleeing and eluding. Like I looked right at you, was like, hey, and ran off, motherfucker. I run off on you, bitch.
You did.
Even see your bitch ass.
Okay, well, what would you want me to do then?
Now hit me with a felony fucking charge, you dumb ass motherfucker. How do you not get that, you dumb bitch?
What would you prefer?
Bro, get him the fuck out of here. Can you just send him the fuck out? Because he's a bitch. And he knows it. Yeah. Live your bitch ass life, bitch.
I'm not giving you the citations, by the way, but you are going to get the one for the reckless driving on that too. So
Give me the felony.
I was just trying to de-escalate, just so I get enough to be like, hey, listen, my printer's down. I can't give you all your tickets that I was going to write you, so I'm cutting you a break on the tickets. I still have to write you for something because you were reckless driving on your motorcycle and then ran from me. I have to do something.
Right.
I should have cited him with
Running a red light,
the vehicle's unregistered. It's not registered and it's expired. So I was like, I was going to do unregistered vehicle, no insurance. But
I mean, he's literally got everything going against him. And now, I mean, granted, it's just because the printer's down, but he's even getting a break on those things. Come on.
can't print any of that stuff, and I'm like, you know what?
He's so
I'm cutting
lucky.
a break here. I'm only citing you for the two things. And then he's in there calling me a and, you know, hopes he sees me without the badge.
Oh, wow. Gonna do a lot more.
He's like, don't hit me with a fucking felony. Fleeing and elude is a felony. Don't run from the cops. So then I'm like, hey, I gotta do a DNA because it's a felony. And he was like, but you can't do it. He's gotta do it. So I'm a bitch.
Wow. They're allowed to take DNA.
I know he's looking right at me.
Yeah.
But if I had a dime for every time the guy was just like staring me down.
He's yelling at him from No. He got up from the chair just to yell at him, and oh my god. Hit him with some more bitch ass motherfuckers.
Like staring me down. And this is why I'm still recording.
Up in the chair in about 5 minutes.
And if I go to Myers with my family, he sees me and my family outside of work, what's he gonna do to me or my family?
Right.
I don't know, and that's actually a legitimately scary thought. That is a legitimate question that you need to ask in this situation. This dude is a bit unstable.
I want that.
After his arrest, the suspect was charged with 1 count of felony fleeing and eluding and 1 count of misdemeanor reckless driving. He was held on a $500 bond. The bond was paid 6 days later for his temporary release. According to Michigan court websites, he appears to have taken a plea deal. His felony fleeing charge was dismissed, and he pled guilty to reckless driving. He must pay court fines and fees totaling up to $715. He has a review hearing on January 27, 2025, indicating he is likely serving some sort of probation or community service for the crime. Michigan is a very difficult state to retrieve FO.
So, yeah, he clearly got off really well here. They even got rid of the felony. They got rid of the felony for him. He pled guilty to a different crime, yes. But, man, he was so nice in the beginning. He was like, just, again, playing the aloof game, playing the kind of being kind. Right, yeah, I mean, he was straight up. He was just being an easygoing guy for, like, most of the time until he realized he wasn't going home. Like, he was not going to be staying at his house. He was done. Then he turned into a complete belligerent idiot. Just a general bad person. To probably the number one police officer that you would want to have an interaction with I mean, nobody wants to have that kind of interaction with a police officer, of course, but if you did have to, it would be this guy that you would want to deal with. And yeah, so I'm going to assign this police officer with, I mean, A+. He gets an A+ grade. A+ grade. He did incredible. Especially throughout all of the crap that this perpetrator gave him. And then the perpetrator himself, I'm going to give him a D. The grade will be a D because he didn't, like, he didn't spit at the officer, I guess, because he could have done that. He could have assaulted or tried to assault the officer. He could have been violent. At least he wasn't violent. It was all verbal. He was just being an a-hole the whole time. So he still gets a D. He was still just a general idiot the whole time. And the crime that he committed, already an idiot. Just playing stupid about it the whole time. But, yeah, wow. People are very ridiculous, Rivers, and welcome back, by the way. And I'm glad you like when I do that with my hair, Maria. And oh, that's so cool. Your mom used to be a corrections officer. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sure your mom has seen so much crap, Rivers, in that case, especially. And yeah, exactly, Othello. Like, complete toddler meltdown the whole time, ever since he realized he was not staying home. And he was giving me a headache too. He was really annoying me. Really annoying me. Hey, look, a leopard.
What you want?
Where'd it go?
What you want?
Oh, you want hugs? Love you. Baby kiss?
Hi, I love you. I love you. Oh.
Wow.
You got 500,000 people that love you. What do you think about that? Yeah.
Very unique cats. Right, Skylar?
Is that purring? Wow. It is. Wow. I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure I have, but I kind of forgot. Like, they really do just purr and meow, like, indistinguishably from cats. Like, domestic cats. And even domestic cats are, I say that domestic with air quotes, because domestic cats are, like, the least domesticated possible pets that we have as domestic pets. Good night to you, Maria. Amazing to see you here tonight, and I hope that you have a great day at work tomorrow. Much love to you, and good night to you too. What is this? What is that thing? I mean, it's an owl, obviously, but... Wow. I guess I'm not going to be able to get a sneak peek at it. I know. Owls.
Even if you tease an owl with your finger, even if you
Hi, buddy.
Oh, it's hooting at him. There it is. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Oh, he's getting a bath. Wow. Oh! Oh my god. Wow, those eyelids. Oh, he loves it. I love those types of owls. That particular type of owl is so beautiful.
But if this was said to you, you're gay.
The barred owl, I think. Or barn owl, yeah, that's what I mean. So beautiful they are. Like, owls without feathers really do look freaking crazy. They are literally just all feather. And if they had no feathers, they would look just like this tiny little skeleton. They're only so big and puffy because of their feathers. I wish I could like find an easy one to just like see in the thumbnail. Yeah, I guess there's one. It's like really small. A lot of these are just fake though. Oh well. Oh well. Tomorrow is Wednesday, technically. I mean, it's Wednesday right now, technically. But, yeah, barn owls are beautiful rivers. They really are. They really, really are. Yeah, damn. That should be a good enough plan for me. I think that's a good plan for me is yeah. I am just I just have a layer of extreme exhaustion on top of myself right now. Oh wanted to do the next chapter's reading tonight, but I don't have it. I don't have it in me. Because I'm just... reading, especially reading aloud, is such a skill that you have to kind of be sharp for, you know? Because you're reading these words on a page, but you also have to understand the proper inflection to give them as you're reading them. Like, there's a lot going on in your brain when you're doing this, at least when you're doing it right and when you're doing it well. So I really need to be, like, somewhat rested. And getting 4 hours of sleep the past 2 nights has just done a number on me. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that tonight. What I'm going to do is probably go to sleep pretty soon. Well, I can't go to sleep because, again, I still have to eat and finish getting ready for bed and things like that. But that's what I think I'm going to do instead of the reading. And only because the reading takes... a chapter is about 40 minutes on average. So I really want to make sure that I'm rested enough and sharp enough to do it and do it well. And that's going to be the plan. So I'll do that particular portion of the stream tomorrow. And with that said, I might have one more left in me here. A shorter one. A shorter one. Oh wow, that is junk. Will Philly at it again? There he goes again. 6 months ago. I think the Will Philly video we did on the Clips channel was 6 months ago, I think. Oh, look who it is. It's me. Speaking of the reading. I didn't know this was a thing. Dr. Insanity. I'm subscribed to Dr. Insanity, but I didn't know he had a whole body cam chapter. Sick. Perfect. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what's like really popular with Midwest. Because I really actually haven't watched much Midwest. So like that could be just be a good, easy, built-in option. We'll go for a shorter one. And we'll close out the stream with it. Millions and millions and millions and millions. over and over and over again. Oh, wait. Midwest has good Karen. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this one. We need a hefty dose of Karen in our lives. Oh, let me just prep my water. Thank you all who are being so kind and amazing and understanding of my rest and my sleep. That is very kind and understanding of you guys. I am glad that you want me at my best. Because, of course, you'll benefit from me being at my best. And I want to give you my best. That is very important to me. And I am very excited to get a good amount of sleep tonight. Comparatively. Comparatively to usual. While still having a longer stream. Alright. Karen returns to the gas station for revenge. Alright. We'll see what that brings.
Holster your weapon. I'm a federal agent. I'm a federal agent with HSI. Or your credentials. Here's what I saw. I walked up here to get a drink. This woman had this weapon. This guy's yelling at people. Weapon, but I didn't even touch it because they're motherfuckers. That's what I saw. Okay, there you go. Okay, gotcha. All right, man. What's going on, guys?
Let me talk. I came back in here to get my lighters and my gas. She tried me over. We came back to see if we could get the money back.
You guys were here earlier, right?
Yes. We were here earlier to get our money back.
The reason I come off like this is because when you're going to come at me rude, then you're going to get the other hand. We came in here earlier. He had money in his car.
Let's come out here, okay?
We came over here earlier.
So she came back with a weapon? Is that what I'm gathering? You got overcharged? So you came back with a weapon?
He had money in his car, and they tried to say that they didn't.
Right.
He didn't. We know. We have his bank. He came in here and he told the lady in the front, I would like to get a lighter and put the rest on gas. She overcharged him $6 for the lighter.
Guys, $6. You know what? If somebody overcharged any of you, including myself, $6 of an overcharge for a lighter, I think any of us would go back into the gas station with a weapon to get that money. I mean, $6 is an incomprehensible amount of money. I mean, and that's just totally aside. That is completely aside from the fact that these are just gas station employees. What they can do about this is not all that much.
Are only $1.70. I came in here and I started being real nice to him.
I bet you
I
did.
said, okay, you guys charge him for a lighter, and then he wanted the rest in gas. She says there was no transactions or funds on his card. I'm like, okay, well then how did he get the lighter? If there was no funds on his card, how did he get the lighter? She came off disrespectful, so I'm gonna be honest, I went ballistic up in here. I checked his card.
I'm gonna be honest, I went insane. That's cool. I went insane. Like, so?
See if they even took his money. They took his money. They overcharged him $6. And on his bank statement, it shows that they never did the transaction the right way.
What were you gonna do with that
So he came
stick?
over here, and I was gonna open the door just to come in here and say, you know what, we would like the money back.
What's going on, man? I'll tell you what I saw. All right. I go in here to buy a drink for a meeting with the U.S. Attorney's Office. And I come out and I see this man and this woman, and she's got some black weapon in her hand. Look like a stick or baton or something. And they walk in there and they start screaming. And these people are on the phone asking for police. So I grab my cuffs, open the door. She's got like a stick up, like she's gonna hit somebody. He's there yelling at him. And I just draw down and say, hey, please drop the weapons, we'll sort this out. But I can't do anything with everybody yelling at everybody. Drop the stick. She got down. She was being very combative, wouldn't comply. I said, listen, I don't know what's going on, but you can't have weapons in threatening posture of people that are just trying to shop. It's no-go.
So were they threatening the clerk, or were they threatening?
Like I said, man, it was real weird. When I got in there to buy the drink, they were watching them out the window, and they were like, hey, they just came in here to create a ruckus. Then as I'm leaving, I see him and her leave that vehicle, walk all the way here, and she's like got some, just typical blunt force object in her hand.
He didn't do nothing. I'm the one that did it.
What did you do?
And then I came in here, like I said, I was going to open the door to talk to him very nicely and tell him if we could get the money back that they overcharged him for and leave, but they wanted to start their little and then his little rude ass over there.
What did they do? What did they do to you? And now she's calling the Marshal, the U.S. Marshal, rude. The U.S. Marshal's being rude? He came in and said, you can't have a weapon. Everybody's rude. Everybody but her.
Yeah, you have, hold on. You have every right to put your gun out, but the only time you pull a gun out is if that person's really charging at you with a weapon. Until a person comes at you with a weapon and goes after you with a knife, a stick, or any kind of weapon you have every right to shoot.
What were you going to do with that stick?
She must be a graduate of the finest law university, because she understands how it works perfectly.
I didn't do anything. I didn't even hurt nobody.
What were you going to do with the stick?
I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to scare him, to be honest. That's what I was going to do, but I wasn't going to hit him.
Just going to scare him, yeah. All right.
Huh?
Just going to threaten him.
Don't worry about it.
No. That's my stick. That's what it is.
It's my stick.
That's your stick?
I came off of a little kennel that I was trying to build. But at the end of the day, when you're going to come at me and put your gun at me, you don't do that. Until I actually charge with my weapon, then you come with your gun. And I'm going to be...
Now she's actually calling it a weapon.
Siping in and out of
She's calling her stick a weapon.
I just got out 2 years ago, and I've been doing a hell of a lot good. But now it's to the point when people are going to come off disrespectful, you're going to get a whole nother hand. But he had no right to put his gun at me. Until I went after him with a weapon, then yeah, you have every right. The minute he put his gun, he asked me to put my weapon down and get down, and that's
This guy's
what
a federal
I did.
agent, just so you know, okay? So that was your stick right there?
I don't care.
And he asked me to put it down, and I put it down. I had it.
She had it.
Okay. For right now, I'm going to detain you, okay? Because we're going to get more into the investigation.
Why?
But I'm going to detain you for now.
No, you're not going to detain me.
Put your hands behind
You're
your
not
back.
going to detain me.
Yes, I am.
No,
You're not under
you're not.
arrest. Hey.
I have my rights.
You're not under arrest. You're going to be
Oh, well, you're detaining me.
You're gonna be detained.
Yeah, there's a difference. There is a difference. Arrest and detention. Two different things in the eyes of the law. Again, she has her rights. She understands them very well. She must have gone to one of the finest law schools in the land.
Just relax.
That's
Until
what
we
you're
figure
doing.
out what's going to happen. Okay?
Just go and relax.
You're detaining
Relax.
me is what you're doing. You have no
You're not
right.
under arrest.
Hey, relax.
Oh no.
Hey, stay back!
Oh no.
Hold on. It'll be fine.
Go over here. No, go nowhere. She's my partner.
Go over there. Go over there.
Talk to her. What she's detained for?
Go over there.
No. She's my partner. She's detained for no reason. No, I'm not going nowhere.
Relax.
Oh, you're under arrest. Yeah.
Relax.
You guys are in the.
You just fought the cops.
You guys are in the wrong.
Relax.
No, I'm swinging somebody. I'm swinging somebody.
Let me get the rep.
I'm swinging somebody.
Oh no.
I'm crazy too. I'm crazy myself.
You're not gonna.
Oh no. It's like he wants to be. It's like he wants to fit in with her. It's like, I'm crazy too. I promise. I promise I'm insane too. I will punch every one of you guys. Yeah, good job, man. That's exactly what we need. He's like yelling because she is. Before that, he was pretty calm. They're trying to detain her, and she just flips out. They said you're not under arrest, still flipping out. Yeah, well, she is crazy, and I think you're just trying to fit in. I don't actually think you're as crazy as you make yourself out to be, or you're trying to at least. But we'll see where this plays out, because he's got that fist raised, and that is not a good thing.
At anybody. Get back.
No.
Get back. Get back. Back up now.
No.
Back up.
You're detained for no reason.
Get back. Stand over here right now.
My God,
Stand over here. Stay right there. Sit down.
No,
Sit down.
I have my rights. I know my rights.
Get up.
Put the chaser down. Put your camera on too.
It is on.
I don't see it on.
It is on.
You know why they have no
He's just telling him what to do.
You know what? I didn't do nothing.
Relax.
That's why now.
Relax.
Relax.
Do you guys need the rep?
We might.
No.
We need the rep.
She has no rights to entertain her. Hey, tell that guy to take the camera off too. Put your camera on too.
It is on.
I don't see it on. The man.
Just back up.
No, get the camera. Tell
Where do you live?
Tell
Where
the
do you
guy
live?
to take the camera down. It's not his business. Tell the guy to take the camera off.
If you understood your rights, if you did understand your rights, you would understand that the police cannot tell someone to not record in public. They can record you all they want. They can record you right now, and you can't say anything about it, and neither can the cops. So, you know your rights? Well, you're not showing it.
Jim!
Oh no.
You guys are gonna get hell now. You guys are gonna get hell now. You guys are gonna get hell now.
How?
Get off.
Why?
Get off.
How are you
Get
gonna
the
do that?
fuck off. Get the fuck off. You guys have no right to detain my ass. You know why? Because I'm not doing nothing wrong.
You're gonna sit in here. Sit in here.
She's not detained anymore. She's arrested now.
No, you guys made it fucking hard.
Make it easy.
You
Relax.
guys made it hard. You guys made it hard.
All right, get in. Get in. Get in.
Gonna fight it every step of the way.
Come on.
Relax. Relax. Sit up.
All right, let go and I'll work with you guys.
We need the wrap.
Let go and I'll work with you guys.
We're gonna need the wrap. Want me to detain him? Huh? Want me to detain him? Let's see. If he leaves, let him leave.
You guys have no right to detain me. That's why I go crazy. Until I go after somebody with a weapon, then you guys have every right to detain me. I know my rights.
Okay.
You officers are living fucking hell. You officers are living fucking hell.
Back up. Back up. Leave already. No, she's going to jail.
No, I'm not leaving.
Back up.
No.
Okay, you need to back up, man.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Go. Get out of here. Leave the property. Leave the property. Leave the property.
I'm leaving the property.
Leave the property.
Can I talk to my
No, you can't talk to her, man.
Why not? Why not?
Because we said, get the fuck out of here.
Like that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who's the sergeant?
He's a sergeant. Get the fuck out of here.
Is he who's talking to me?
Go.
Because
Because you're not listening.
He can talk to you any way he'd like, just like you can talk to him any way you would like, other than threats, of course.
And that's why.
No, I'm talking about.
Leave the property.
Where are you going, hon? Where are they taking you?
Leave the property.
Where are they taking you? They're taking you to jail.
Get out of here.
Or where are they taking him? Because if you're asking where they're taking him, well, they're just taking him back to his car because he didn't do anything. He didn't go in with a weapon like you did. Yeah, I kind of think she led that whole situation into what it was. Over $6. Let's just real quick keep in mind that this all started over $6.
Where are they taking you, hon? Don't leave. You guys have no right to do this shit. You guys have no right.
You're not gonna cooperate.
No, I'm not,
That's
because
why
you
you're
guys
in
were in the
cuffs.
fucking wrong. You guys are in the wrong is what it is.
You're in the wrong for not letting us do our job.
You guys are in the wrong. You guys want to know what's going on, right?
We're letting you talk. We're gonna talk to the clerks.
Why?
We're gonna talk to
I
this
told
guy.
you everything I said
Because
was
we're
the
trying to
truth.
beat everybody.
No, you guys aren't.
We're not trying
I
to do
told you guys everything that fucking went on, everything that happened.
Okay.
You guys are in the fucking wrong is what it is.
Need anything else from me? No, you're good, man. Thank you.
We'll find out.
Are you guys wanting these people trespass from here? All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. Bro, I don't trust
That's
him.
it?
I don't trust him being in the car, bro.
Where's the other side of the story?
No, he's not gonna. Can I just talk to him, please?
Not yet. You need to calm down a lot.
Please.
We have this rap
Look,
right here.
I'll work with you guys if you guys let me talk to him. But you guys cannot do that.
You said 2 minutes ago that you would work with them if they let go of her. She'd work with you if you just let go of me. Now she's going to work with you. The goalpost keeps getting moved. Of course. Of course.
If you're not going to cooperate, you're going in that rap.
I get it. I will
You're going to wear a helmet.
Cooperate.
And you're going to be in there.
Okay, I'll cooperate,
So,
okay?
then just be quiet for now. Let us finish the investigation, and we'll go from there.
I don't want to get arrested, please. I've been doing so good.
Have you, though? Have you been doing good? What happened today? What happened today? You went into a gas station over $6 with a weapon, had to get held at gunpoint by a federal agent, then, when getting merely detained, fought the cops. Literally fought the cops. And then when they tried to put you in the car, you fought the cops. You're doing great.
Give us an opportunity to figure out this whole thing, okay?
I didn't do anything wrong, I promise.
Okay.
Really?
I'm going to talk to them.
Please.
We're going to figure it out. Earlier they came. I did a report for the larceny. They stole lighters. They came in. They tried to do some shit.
Now it comes down to it. So they were pulling a sort of scam, it sounds? So they stole the lighters, then came back to act like they were overcharged for the lighters so that they would then pull some sort of thing where they'd put the money back on the card that they never spent on the lighters. I think that's the situation. But then when they wouldn't do it because they were clearly scamming them, because they had stolen the lighters, which they got away with, came back with a weapon. Wow.
Stuff. They paid with a card. It was declined. When she told them it was declined, they got pissed off. They got a stack of lighters, took off with it, kicked everything else out.
Wow.
Is it still all messed up in there? No, they fixed it up. Supposedly they came back, they parked right here, and when I pulled up, that agent had them at gunpoint. There's a stick right there, like a plastic pipe. He said, I guess the agent said that when he was inside the store, he saw him coming in with that stick. I just need to talk to the clerks and see what happened
Here's
this
the
time
stick.
around.
What happened is the lady pulled up out there, the lady and the man pulled up out there. Courtney said, she's back. I said, back. I called 911. And then they walked over here and she had a stick. She comes in and tries to get in. So we had a customer here. He held this door and Courtney and Shanice held that door so she couldn't come in. Well, she's taking the stick and beating it on the window and trying to break the window to come in and saying that she was calling them names and, you know, stuff like that and saying that they stole her money and everything else and she was going to get them. And then that gentleman got out of the truck with a gun, and he said he was a police officer. Get down on the ground, get down on the ground. And I saw the gun when he walked up, and I was like, there's a guy out there with a gun. She finally got down on the ground, then he got down on the ground, and then you came.
They never entered the store?
We wouldn't let them enter because they were going to kill these two.
Right, that's true. Like when we came upon the scene with the officers via their camera, they were in the entryway. So they did not make entry into the store, thank goodness. And that is very good. And yeah, so supposedly, at least according to the clerk, they were threatening that they were going to get these people or kill these people, whatever the verbiage was. They were definitely threatening. And again, it's a she said thing, but still, I am likely to believe.
Got to
in the foyer.
The foyer there?
Yeah, they got inside the foyer there, and they were holding this door and that door. A customer was not letting them in the store because we knew exactly what was going to happen if they let them in the store. And that's when she was taking the stick, which was a plastic stick, but trying to break the window and everything.
Okay.
Can I say bye to her or something?
Okay, listen, here's what's gonna happen, okay? You've been trespassed from this property now. You have your ID with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen, man. We need your driver's license, okay? Where is it?
It's in my... I think she has it.
Where would she have it? She didn't have anything on her.
I'm home this right now.
All right. What's your name, man? Whose vehicle is this?
It's mine. This is mine. This is mine.
It's registered to you?
I registered my name. I don't know why you guys are detaining her for it. What's the point to detain her for? What's the reason?
That's what we were doing. That's what we were investigating.
But that cop...
Yeah, so the police can detain you whilst they are completing an investigation. That's what a detention's for. If they feel like you might try to run for it or get a little rowdy, whatever it might be, they can detain you so that they can go about their investigation. That's all this was. All it was. And he's like, for what? What were you detaining her for? Well, we were trying to figure it out. Like, that's what we were trying to do. He doesn't understand, and neither did she, because she thought that detention meant arrest, and he seems to think the same thing. Yeah, what a mess.
No reason. He put the gun out. You guys are officers. You guys know that by now. You guys know by the law. You guys be kind to us. You guys are not kind to us. You guys are not. You guys are when you guys as cops told me to fuck off. That's not nice to talk to a person like that to get the fuck out of here. It's not.
Brother, right before that happened, you had a fist held and you were threatening to punch the officers. You were coming at people and saying you were crazy. This was what was happening. This was occurring at the time. But then all of a sudden, yeah, from your perspective, it's, you guys are being mean to me. Please be nice to me. Yeah.
That's not nice.
Well, it's not nice of you threatening other people either, is it?
Exactly.
I don't go over there and start charging them and threatening them like you did. I don't do that.
Yeah, I know. I understand that.
I understand
that. Yes, I do. I understand that now.
You can't come back on this property, okay, man? I'm trying to be nice to you, okay? If you come back here and they call us and they say, hey, he's back here, and we find you here, man, you're going to get arrested. Okay, we don't want that for you. Obviously, you're going through some stuff.
What about gas? What about gas?
You have to go somewhere else, man.
Somewhere else?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with her now?
She's going to go to...
That's the thing. Private businesses, guys, they do not have to serve you. If you get trespass from a private property, you need gas, whatever that property is. If you're trespassed, you can't go back there. It doesn't matter what you need. They don't have to sell it to you at all. They don't want to sell it to you.
She gonna go to jail?
Yeah.
Because what she did?
Yes. You know, she kind of overreacted, right?
You guys are dumb, man. You don't have the law. You just don't have the people who let me.
Oh, he is really hurt. He's crying now because he can't get his gas and she's going to jail. If he's crying and acting this way over the situation, then he really fundamentally does not understand anything about it. And again, tension is high. Emotions are very high as well. I get it. From his perspective, you know, he's had quite a day.
That name and date of birth that you gave me is not coming back to anything.
That's my date of birth.
Okay, I'm just saying, do you go by, like, how do you, is it a different way of spelling Daniela?
It's Daniela. I know my date of birth.
We'll try it again.
Where's my phone?
We're gonna take you to the station, and we're gonna have ambulance people check you out because you have some stuff right here. Your knees are.
Where is my
messed up.
boyfriend?
He took off.
You guys didn't even let me talk to him.
He took off. He wanted to leave.
No, bullshit.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. I will say that cop doesn't quite have a grasp on what that situation was, because her boyfriend did not want to leave her. And by saying he wanted to leave, that does give her the wrong idea that he just wanted to book it and leave her, which he didn't. He was definitely riding by her side, regardless of how crazy she was. And he, like, was... It almost seemed to me like during this interaction, he was kind of putting on the crazy act to sort of keep things at the level that she was setting them at. He seems fundamentally to be a more chill person than her, you know what I mean? So yeah, this cop's got a little bit of a wrong idea. Maybe he wasn't part of the situation of witnessing the boyfriend, like being like, I don't want to leave her. Where is she? Can I talk to her, please? And then crying as he has to leave. They're making him leave.
I recently found out that my grandson Eli is a big fan of Bluey, so I can videos all control away, to just listen instead of solving the problem. Now, in the Bluey episode, they eventually break.
Is that it? I don't know why there's a Bluey episode coming up here.
But when anger starts controlling behavior, the consequences in the real world show up fast.
This suspect was charged with resisting arrest and disorderly conduct. She is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Yeah. Well, I think she'll be charged with those, or convicted on those charges. Quite likely, considering what we saw on video. Proof is in the video. Well, in terms of them, I'd also have to give them, I don't know. She wasn't, I don't know if she was as bad as Redbeard guy. Maybe I'd give her like a D+, so not as bad as the D. Can't give her a C-, can I? No. I mean, she literally had a weapon. She was a lot more escalated than the Redbeard guy. So, like, she was doing some crazy stuff. She just wasn't as crazy after the fact of the crime she committed. But the crime she committed automatically escalated her. I don't know. Maybe because of the fact that the crime that she committed automatically escalated her into different territory, that she'd probably share the same D grade as Redbeard. But once she was kind of calmed down, she seemed not as bad. I don't know. She's right around Redbeard level. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Her boyfriend, I give him a C. He did threaten cops, but he didn't actually... He just kind of seemed like he was acting about it. It was still bad. So yeah. And they were both seeming to just be scamming. And you know what? I don't even think it was a scam. Their card got declined, so then they just stole a whole stack of lighters because the card got declined, because they were so angry that the card got declined, because that's somebody else's fault. So yeah. Police in this situation, they handled it fine. Grade of A, grade of B. That cop that made it seem like her boyfriend didn't even want to be around her and he just left, like, that isn't a good move on the police. So that particular officer isn't going to get quite a good grade there. But yeah, I give him at least a B or a B+ as a whole. So, yeah. Fair enough. And as promised, that brings us to the end. End of the stream. Okay. All right. Well, this is where we shall wrap it up for the night. I am going to get some extra rest tonight, catch up on some sleep, even though it's still quite late. It's like 2 in the morning. So at least we're an hour earlier on ending. Good chill stream tonight. Much love to all of you. Much love to you, Amira. Have a great night to you as well. And I will see you all tomorrow. On a bit more rest, I'll feel even better, even sharper, and I'm looking forward to hitting up chapter 4 of our book. Man, it's getting good. It's getting exciting, and I wish we could have continued it tonight, honestly, but man, I just needed a chill stream tonight if I was going to do a stream at all, because, yeah, I'm just exhausted. So, love you all. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow.